Hey everybody, this is Ed from the Whiskey Tangent Podcast, and it's time for another Whiskey Short. I'm here with Scott.
Hey everybody.
And our good friend Anders is joining us.
Hey, what's going on?
And today we're going to revisit a short that we did last year with a little bit of a twist, kind of making it more in line with our tastes over the last 6 months, where Scott has been lock, stock, and dragging me towards rye whiskeys. So, Scott, tell everybody what we're going to do.
Right. So, I guess it was about a year. No, it can't be a year. We've only been on the podcast for about a year.
It was around September of last year.
Yeah, September of 2019. Harken back,
9
if you
months.
will. Yeah, 9 months. Thank you, Anders.
40 weeks.
So 9 months ago, we did a top 10 bourbons list from ranker.com to see how the unwashed masses ranked our favorite bourbons.
Big fan.
Just a few months ago with Anders, we released the top 10 bourbons of the New Jersey unwashed masses.
Right.
All the people at your bar who ordered whiskeys, those were whiskeys, not just bourbons. Now we're going to do the top 10 Ryes of the unwashed masses on ranker.com. But we also just did an informal poll really quick right before we came on. The top 10 whiskeys of the three of us.
Whiskey Short.
Right, and we can easily go top 25. There's a lot of rye whiskeys that we enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, Wild Turkey 101 we didn't mention.
We didn't mention any of them yet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they're foreshadowing. We're not going to talk about Wild Turkey 101. It just comes to mind as one that...
Aren't we, though?
Let me rewind a minute. Now we...
What?
And those in now, I'm going to pour some more Willet Rye, which I am drinking right now.
More tea, Vicar.
Yeah, and more to Anders, too.
More tea. Yeah, so Ed and Anders are drinking Willet Family Estate Rye, and I'm drinking Angel's Envy Rye.
Willet Family Estate Rye is kicked.
Nice.
Kill the Willet. Kill the Willet.
Kill the Willet. Okay, so the top 10 list that we cobbled together right before this is number 10, Rittenhouse Rye. That was nominated by Anders. Anders, why did you nominate it?
I nominated it because not only is it a really good sipping rye as well as fantastic in cocktails, but it's one of the ryes that really kind of made rye and cocktails come back in a big way. It was used by a lot of cocktail bars, let's say around like 2005 till 2012 in their old fashions, and it's really what gave rye such a big push.
Cool.
And because of two reasons, right? Price point is tremendous and it has great flavor. It's a great rye.
Number 9, High West Double Rye.
We did a podcast on this last September.
Yeah, an episode featuring Willet and the Double Rye.
Right.
Great episode.
Paired it with Willet.
One of my favorites.
Episode
14.
14, yes. Anders, how well do you like the High West Double Rye?
I love the High West Double Rye. There's a single barrel too that's fantastic, but the High West Double Rye, it's like so easy to reach for and it's delicious.
Once again, the price point is ridiculous. It's a blend of two delicious ryes, and it's like $37. You can't go wrong with it. It's a delicious rye whiskey, and it held up very well against Willet, which I think is a very powerful and delicious rye whiskey.
Number 8, Knob Creek Rye. These are all ryes.
This was one of mine. I love Knob Creek, as everybody knows, but I like their rye even better.
I was actually just drank one of their double oaked ryes, and it was very good.
It's like high proof. It's punchy spice. We just made cocktails out of it.
Yeah.
But that was the cask strength.
Right.
Yeah.
Still
It's still delicious.
Still rye.
Yeah.
That's the one we made the scofflaw out of.
That was a great scofflaw too.
Yeah.
Number 7, Pikesville.
Ed, this was your nomination.
Yeah, I was very impressed with it. It's a great way to do it, everybody. I bought it for Scott for his birthday and then probably drank half of it with him. That's the way you do that. And I had bought it just because it looked interesting. It had a little bit higher proof, and I'd heard good things. And, man, I was very, very pleased with it.
That's a Heaven Hill product, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I feel like Pikesville is the Eagle Rare to Buffalo Trace of Rittenhouse to Pikesville.
Oh, right.
Oh, I see. Very good.
Number 6, Bullet.
No surprise. Well, maybe it's surprise that it's number 6, but there's no surprise that it's on this list.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't find a way to make it higher.
This was the one argument I think that we had.
Right.
It won our Whiskey Madness tournament to great consternation, I think.
Yeah.
By us, and we picked it.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were surprised.
You know, this is going to push getting a free bottle from Tom back probably a couple of months.
We already got one free bottle.
Right. That's true.
We're ahead of the game.
Right.
Well, we're not, because we buy a giant bottle like once a month.
Number 5, Journeyman Last Feather Rye.
This is my newest favorite rye.
Yeah, this is obscure for a lot of people.
It is.
What's interesting is we got into a weeder kick around here. We were drinking a couple of local spirits that were made with 60% corn and about 35% wheat, 5% malted barley. And Scott found the reflection of that, which was 60% rye, 35% wheat, and 5% malted barley.
So, do you know where the name comes from?
No.
I love it when I have good
Journeyman
fun facts.
or the last feather?
The Last Feather.
Yeah.
So originally, it actually had a different name. And
Wait, what was that?
what are you talking about?
You whispered something.
It's a podcast. We all have to hear it.
Yeah, I guess you can just play it back and hear it. And they got a C and D because the name was copyrighted.
Oh.
And so, because it was a ornithological bird-themed name for their rye, they said that they took everything but the last feather, hence Last Feather Rye.
Oh,
Gotcha. Oh, wow. Look at that.
right.
Awesome. I think that just tastes so delicious. There's so much cherry in it. It's like a cherry spice liquid candy.
Yeah.
It's just tremendous.
Okay, so it's a short. So we should be... It's turning into an episode if we're going to watch it.
It's editing.
Yeah,
Editing. We're good.
we'll shop it in post.
Yeah.
Number 4, Sagamore Cognac Finish. That's kind of obscure.
That was yours, Anders.
Yeah, I picked that because I have this juxtaposition where I like to drink candy, but I also like to remind myself that I'm drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
And the cognac finish expression from Sagamore is totally up that alley.
Right.
Yeah.
Ed, if you had this, because we were trying to get this for our cognac finish episode.
This is one that I haven't had.
Right.
I've had the double oak.
We talked about that in episode 3. God, long time ago.
There's another one that they have that we tried besides the regular.
Right.
And the cognac we were looking for, and it's not cheap. It's probably the most expensive expression or up there. It's around $68. I think.
Yeah.
I think you could put a lot of Sagamores on your favorite list, but this is probably the best of the best. So it
Yeah.
belongs right there.
In terms of Sagamore, is like the double oak would definitely be a runner-up for me.
That's
But
so
at the end
good.
of the day, I got to go with the cognac finish. Right?
Yeah, that's really good.
Well, it makes me want to try it even more then because I love the double oak.
Number 3, Willett Family Estate.
$50 price point still in most places. Hard to get. It's delicious. Complex flavor, oily mouth finish. I mean, there's just so much great about this for as far as how old it is and the price.
It's so floral, so much dill. We talked about it on the Whiskey Madness.
Yeah.
How much dill it has, and it makes Anders very nostalgic for his childhood.
Number 2, Whistle Pig 12.
I also picked this one.
Yeah.
Anders also picked those.
Yeah. Again, going with my liking to drink whiskey, but liking that whiskey to taste like candy. The Whistle Pig 12, I think, hits that sweet spot of price to flavor dead on.
Right. We both had many of the Boss Hogs, but at $4.50, they're
geez.
good. They're
Yeah.
delicious. But, I'm not going to have a bottle every week of that. So the 12 year is much more approachable and it's its own creation.
I don't think I've ever had it, actually.
We can fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Sure. All right.
All right.
Number 1, Angel's Envy Rye. Fuck yeah.
Which I don't think is any surprise. It's our favorite whiskey here at the Whiskey Tangent Podcast. Not Bullet Rye. That was number 6.
Right. It's the most unique rye that exists in the world, for sure. You can say you don't like it. It's not your favorite. I'll hold Scott back while we let you say your piece. But the reality is there's no rye that tastes anything like it.
18 months in Caribbean rum barrels. That is the difference between all other Caribbean rum finished ryes or whiskeys in general and this one.
And every single barrel signed by Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Take you to your special island.
All right. So now
Crickets.
we've created our top 10 list.
Right.
Now we're interested to see how many of our favorite little nuggets have landed up on the Ranker top 10.
That is correct, Ed.
Number 10, Michter's US 1.
Wow.
Okay.
Michter's
Yeah.
always makes an appearance every now and then just to remind us that, hey, we're pretty good. And you guys always forget about it.
Yeah.
Don't forget about good old Mitchners.
Hey, remember me?
Yeah. I love Mitchners.
So I was just going to say, damn it.
No, I've learned how to pronounce Michter's over the last year at
Oh,
least.
man.
You did.
Number 9, George Dickel. That's fun to say. Dickel.
Ed likes to say Dickel a lot.
Yeah, like, oh my God, someone tickle my dickle. Listen, I know they've been around a while, and what's weird about whiskey is there's an ebb and a flow. I've just seen George Dickel whiskey, bourbons, 8-year, all over the place. Every time I look around, there's a Dickel sticking up somewhere asking for attention.
Oh, George Dickel.
Yep. Hey, look at me. I'm George Dickel.
Hey.
Rye. Put me on your list. No one's really heard of me, but everybody has, but nobody has at the same time. It's amazing.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever had the rye. I know I've had the bourbon.
Yeah.
Like, I think Whiskey Advocate magazine picked one of the George
Oh,
Dickels as
yeah.
a fucking bourbon of the year.
Yep.
They did. It was Whiskey Advocate.
Yeah, I'm definitely famous on like the South Jersey bourbon page, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that was like a couple of years running, and then some person was like, well, actually, it came out earlier this year, and I'm like, all right, well,
I like how
I'm human.
I like how you gave the person a pompous voice. Well, actually, let me tell you about
Everyone
what you don't
sounds
know.
like that on the internet.
Actually, they don't, Anders. Well, no, you're right. They do.
Number 8, Knob Creek. We matched.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Number 8.
And where do we have it?
We have it at number 8.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow, that won't happen again today.
We're good at this.
So we already talked about that, so we don't need to expound on that.
Number 7, Rittenhouse Rye. Matched again.
All right, good. Look, it jumped up
Not
there.
crazy.
Yeah, that was our number 10. So a lot of people like it better than we do, but that's okay. That's allowed.
Number 6, Wild Turkey 101.
See, now I was saying that it would be overlooked, and I was wrong because I don't really think of them when I think of rye.
No, you don't. And we've talked before about we love both of their 101s very much.
I like the bourbon, and Scott likes the rye a little bit better.
I like both of the 101s like tremendously.
I wonder if we mixed them together, like what that would taste like.
Right.
interesting.
A little wild turkey infinity bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 5, Sazerac.
I feel like I don't see Sazerac Rye, and like as big as the company is, I don't see it a lot, at least up here in the Northeast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yep, my liquor store carries that brand right there.
Really, the Sazerac Rye.
Yep.
Maybe you should try it because I don't think I've ever had it.
Oh no, I've had it.
Have you?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Right.
Number 4, Colonel E.H. Taylor Rye.
Buffalo Trace makes them, right? That's part of their family. So
Yeah.
yes,
Sazerac
I mean, I believe we drank a bottle of that this year just for the fun of it. We didn't do anything with it in an episode, right? We just drank it.
Who? Us?
Yeah.
That wasn't the rye. That was a bourbon.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then they should have different color fucking canisters. How about that?
Colors on the labels are different. I believe.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I wasn't working that hard with it.
They expected you to.
Right.
I know.
He's a colonel.
Number 3, Templeton. Oh, I forgot about them.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. I'm surprised
not
it's so
worthy.
high, though. I'm surprised it's so high. Not that it's not good, but it just
We've only, guessed 2 so far?
Well, we've had Rittenhouse and the Knob Creek.
Right. There's only 2 left.
Number 2, Whistle Pig 10. So close.
It's not the 12 year, but
Once again, people drink more of that than the 12. It's about $79 compared to like $120 or so. So
Yeah.
I'm going to call that a match.
yeah,
I mean, it's,
yeah.
pretty
We're splitting hairs on that.
And our Whistle Pig was also number 2.
Right. There you go. Look
Well,
at that.
so Ed, you were a liar. It happened again.
Well, it wasn't an exact Mitch, so call me a liar. It's a little strong.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you upset?
No.
10 versus a 12, so you're 2 years away from being alive.
Right.
Give it time.
Right.
All right.
Right. So you take that back, bitch.
No, you're a B.
And number 1, Bullet Rye. It's not COVID.
Are you kidding? That's number 1 for Ranker?
Number 1 for Ranker.
I'm actually so proud of Bullet, even though we put it like 6.
We put it 6.
I'm proud of Ranker.
Yeah, Ranker got it.
I'm proud of it
Ranker
too.
did a great job on that list. They really did.
This is less crazy than the bourbon one.
Absolutely.
Like that one I looked at, and I mean, same as you guys in the podcast. It's just like
There were some
I
odd
got to change
choices.
this.
Right.
And this,
Buffalo
and this,
Trace
and
was
this.
4.
Yeah.
Pappy was 3. I
Pappy
think
was 3 when they never tried it. They just feel like they have to put it on there. All right. Well, it was great to have Andres here because he enjoyed our top 10 bourbon list and brought us his own top 10 list. So we figured it was only fitting to allow him to participate in our top 10 rye whiskeys on ranker.com.
Yes. Welcome back.
always a pleasure.
We're going to do many things today, and it's good to have a guest once more.
Here's me getting a little crazy and conspiratorial and just
no.
spitballing. What if we did a whiskey tasting featuring some of the Wild Turkey Rye? So we do like 101, the Russell's Rye, and then finish with the Cornerstone Master's Keep.
Ooh, I haven't had 2 of those 3.
3 out of 3 of them are really delicious. I think we should do that.
You've heard it here first, folks. Whenever we open up.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
we can-
Post-apocalypse.
Yeah, the post-apocalyptic Wild Turkey Rye extravaganza.
That's what I feel like. I feel like it's Walking Dead, but the zombies are just super lazy. You can go out for a little bit, and as long as you get home, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no post-apocalyptic films where everyone's happy that the apocalypse is over. It's either like Mad Max or,
We survived, but it still sucks.
yeah, like nobody's just like kicking back and just drinking their ass off and just like, oh, thank God we made it.
I know, because the apocalypse was so bad that
Yeah.
everything you have no technology, you don't have anything, you just have dead bodies.
I don't mean that.
I was quarantined watching Book of Eli this week. I almost literally killed myself.
Jesus.
Well, that's probably going to be cut anyway. So, for the Whiskey Tangent Podcast, I'm Ed.
I'm Scott.
I'm Anders.
And thanks so much for listening. Tune in to us next time. Same whiskey time, same whiskey channel.
Have a drink.
Later.